Hello, children. The old Capmeister here. I have a simple request. I was a little bit confused at it. Brian writes, Aaron, I want you to answer the following question. This is a video request. I'm fine. How are you? Thanks, Brian. I said, that's it? Just how I'm doing? He says, yes, I make $200K a year. I could afford pointless things like this when bums in my city are living in tents, so things are fine. Hey, that's always a way to look at it. It's always a way to look at it. There are more people living in tents in the Twin Cities than I've ever seen before. I'm kind of like, at least I worked for a living. At least I didn't take it out. And now I get to sit in my completely overpriced apartment that's very small as my house gets built and answer the question, how am I doing? I guess I'm doing all right. I haven't had time to sit and really think about it because I've been so busy doing a lot of things, but I kind of cracked a little bit and got sick for, what was that, 3-4 days ago? It was too much work, but I had finished, I interviewed 9 times on 9 different shows in 3 days. I got my medical stuff done. What else? The taxes. There's dealing with the house, then marketing the book, and just keeping up barely with Asshole Consult. Because what ended up happening is once I did all these interviews, predominantly with the Rule Zero guys, which again, tune into the Rule Zero guys, but they do interviews and then I'm exposed to their audiences. And some of their audiences are a lot bigger than me, like Rich Cooper's and Rollo Tomasi's. And all of a sudden, he's this funny guy. He's got this company called Asshole Consulting. So Asshole Consulting, didn't explode, but it grew. And I was doing probably around 90-hour work weeks. Because you guys think I just drink Rumple Mints and have tea and play my video games. And it's not that. It's I'll wake up and I'll start. And I've talked about this before. And I think this is a great thing, just so you guys know. You should just realize this. I wake up, I break open the laptop, and I'm already working. And before the GF is done preparing to leave for her real job, I've already got 30 minutes to an hour of my work in. I'm already done with emails. And it dawned on me that not only do you not have to commute, but even the prep time, because of the nature of my work, I can start while I'm in bed in my pajamas. And that's not only good, but it's also bad in some ways, because I can keep working until I put those pajamas back on at night, which oftentimes happens because, I go through my routine and stuff and I do that and I'll get lunch, I have dinner. But then it's kind of like, especially with lockdown and especially with it being below zero outside of Minnesota, the only conclusion, I guess I'll work more. So there's no go to work or go to the gym or anything like that. Yeah, and it's all work and no play make Cappy a dull boy. And that was tiring. That was taxing. But thankfully, the taxes are done. A lot of the concerns I've had, another big project I have to do is move everything over from an LLC in Minnesota to an LLC in South Dakota. And, mailing addresses and post office boxes and credit cards and checking accounts and banking accounts, and it just zapped the ever living fuck out of me. Oh, and then having to deal with IKEA. That was like having a needle shoved up your dick. That was fun. That's just another piece of shit thing that I had to do. And that slowly, death by 1,000 cuts gets real tiring and real frustrating. But now that's all, I knew that was going to be a hard slog. The benefits have paid off. There's the book of numbers is selling very well. That will go to help out lower the final mortgage balance I'll have when the house goes to permanent financing. Another good thing, let's not all be negative. A lot of the Hanyakers on the show and my YouTubes and all that all like to pay $5, $6, $10 in super chat money to insult me, make fun of me having a bailout. And so, for that little bit of hurt feeling, it's okay. I'll take your money. That's all right. So those guys have come in and we're made. It's not hurt. It's helping. It certainly is. So it's all good. But Cappy is really looking forward. Well, how I do it, I'm really looking forward to that house being done so I can leave this godforsaken state and never come back. And so another final positive spin. I have not been this excited about anything since I was a kid at Christmas. But on where there is an unknown, like, oh, what am I going to get? Only to be let down because your parents bought you socks and sweaters because they use that as an excuse to not buy toys. But it's a really nice sweater. I know what I'm getting, and it's just chomping at the bit. I even sent out some emails like, hey, can I start storing stuff? Like, can I just leave a car here? That's the hard trick. That's the real hard one is I would like to take a load out now, drop off a bunch of boxes, and then leave my car out there and fly back. And then I never have to drive there again. I'll have to drive a moving van, of course, but I would just love it nothing more than never have to drive that drive again. And, but yeah, that's coming along. It's coming along quickly. And so let's go to super chats real quick. Nonstop Trey, how's the PETA and Carlson School lawsuit bailout fund? Hey, if Carlson School of Management wants to sue me, which I don't think they'd have the grounds for, by all means, let's get the press out there. Yep. Let's have the media, and not the mainstream media, because they won't bother. That's I wouldn't even bother with that. I'd just be going right to the internet, because that's where the real power is. Like, you want to know about? Let me tell you about the Carlson. Any college to sue a previous student. Imagine what that would do for PR. Like, hey, if you go to this college and you don't like it, you tell people that the college wasn't worth the education. They could come around and sue you. I'm sure that's just great PR for the Carlson School of Management, let alone any other school. Mexi Mike, $5. Cappy, we care for our favorite grumpy, peppy uncle, so we hope you're doing well. You're looking well. Yeah, I feel a lot better. I even went for a run yesterday. I'm going to go hit the gym, maybe go spend time with my nieces today. It's sunny out, thank God. Yesterday, here's the thing. February is an interesting month because the sun is, you're 2.5 months almost past or at least 2 months past not the equinox, the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. So by February, you're still getting a fair amount of sun, but it's still cold and still snows. But if the sun comes out, it like 2 days ago was like -8. But you could go outside, and as long as you didn't stay outside too long or you got into your car, the greenhouse effect in the sun would actually kind of keep you warm. Yesterday it was also -8, but there was no sun, and you knew it. Like, you stepped there, like, oh, F this shit. I'm out of here. Thoughts on selling 1 or 2 Bitcoins at 48K to minimize house loan? I would do it. Yeah. I mean, don't quote me on that, dude. You got to make your own decision to analyze it. As long as you still would have a position in in cryptocurrency. All right. I mean, save some. And that's exactly what I did. I cashed in some cryptocurrency to buy some land. But yeah, to minimize a house loan, that's you're cashing in a digital asset to buy a physical asset. That's not the worst move you can make. Don't come complaining to me if crypto goes up to 300,000. Oh, Cappy, I don't want to hear it. All right. Well, I'll tell you this, it's better to do that than go cash in some coins to get yourself a sweet ride, y'all. I got myself a Cadillac Escalade. Is that even a thing? Or has that been kind of douched out now? All the cool people in the late 90s and the early aughts, like, Cadillac Escalade, bro. And then everyone finds out you're a bunch of douchebags. I'm like, oh, man, you know who drives Cadillac Escalades? No, who? Douchebags. Yeah, you're right. Let's get a Prius instead. There you go. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. See you guys later. Toodles.